Did you know your Android phone can help you sleep better, walk more, and even alert you to heart issues? In this video, we'll explore key health settings built into Android that could boost your wellness and safety. I'm Ron Brown with Tech for Senior, where we help seniors understand health benefits they can get by using their mobile device. Today, we're going to look at mobile settings in your Android phone that will help you with your health. Now, this is the first of a series I'm making on using your mobile device for better health. And if you click that like and subscribe, you'll be sure not to miss any of the next 4 episodes I'm going to make. Now, in this video, we're going to look specifically at the Android health features that are baked into the Android version you have. But of course, there's a lot more to mobile devices than what is in the operating system. There are, of course, apps that you can have on your phone. You have your phone, and many companies make different apps that will help you with your health. In fact, I reviewed one this morning, and as a medical student, we were all taught about anemia. That's low blood. And one of the ways in which you look at patients and you try to figure out, do they have anemia or low blood, is you look at their fingernails. If they look pale, you can be low on blood. So looking at people's fingernails, as long as they don't have red nail polish on, you can certainly tell if someone's blood is low. Now, of course, you can do a blood test to confirm that, but that's one of the clinical signs we were taught as medical students. Well, today, of course, they have an app on your phone. I was just reviewing that this morning. Take a picture of your nails, and it will tell you if you're anemic or not. Just one of many features that are available as an app on your phone. So the next video I'm going to make is going to be about other peripheral devices such as watches, rings, other monitoring devices that connect to your smartphone. So we now have a whole host of different devices that have different types of sensors in them. And these all are on your body some way, whether it's a ring or a watch, and they connect and send information back to your phone. In this diagram, you'll see the 9 sensors that are in a Pixel watch that monitor different bodily functions, from heart rate to an accelerometer to the gyroscope, altimeter, compass, GPS, ECG, skin temperature, and EDA for stress monitoring, all providing analysis of your health and feeding that information back to the health app on your phone. Now, while smartwatches don't measure blood sugar, we actually have other devices made by companies to accurately measure your blood sugar. One of these devices has a small needle that fits under the skin and provides constant blood sugar monitoring, but it feeds that back because it's now connected to the app on your phone and feeds it back to your phone as sort of an information gathering place where it can analyze it, graph it, notify you, and so on and so forth. We also have companies that make blood pressure machines. So you put the blood pressure machine on your arm, it takes the blood pressure, and it electronically sends that data back to your phone. So your phone is sort of a gathering place for information. In this video, I want to look at the digital well-being and parental controls, the safety and emergency feature, and also something you probably don't know a lot about, but it's going to be extremely important as we move on in Android 14 and higher, is of course Google's Health Connect. So we're going to talk about those 3 things now. Just to refresh everyone's memory, this is all going to be a little bit different depending on which phone you have. Obviously, I'm going to be demonstrating this on my Pixel 8 Pro, but it might be a bit different if you're on a Samsung or a Motorola phone. But it's the principle that's important. And the reason for making this video is that you go and you look at these settings because you may get some benefit from them. There are a lot of these settings that you never have seen and never looked at. So let's have a look at some of these settings today. I think you'll find this interesting. All right, let's have a look at our digital well-being setting. We'll come down here and we're going to come to settings, and then we're going to come up until we see digital well-being parental controls right here. So let's click this, and you'll see, of course, this is my digital well-being parental control on my Pixel 8 phone. So the first thing that you can see today, I've been on my phone for 25 minutes. And what have I been doing? Well, of course, I've been looking at the settings section because that's the video I'm doing today. And I've been in Google Photos as I've been uploading the images to Google Photos. But let's look at the blue section. This is, of course, Pocket Casts. As I was having a shower this morning, every morning I listen to a podcast as I'm in the bathroom. So you'll see this every morning. This is sort of my daily routine. Now, if you have if you have trouble managing your time because you're listening to too much Facebook or watching too much Facebook, then you can set app limits. As you'll see here, if we click this, all the apps on my phone, we can actually set app limits to limit your time on certain apps that may be sort of time wasters. I'll leave that up to you to work, but you get the idea, and you can certainly do that. As we come down, you'll see, of course, we have bedtime mode. If we click on bedtime mode, this, of course, sets your phone up for bedtime. So if we turn this on now, and you can set this as an automated feature that it'll come on every day, we can certainly, it will not only set your phone up for bedtime, but you can certainly set certain automated processes at this time that you might want to run. So different things that you can do, bedtime routine, we can certainly look at that. Now, if we come down, you'll see in part of our routine, bedtime activity, but we come over here, cough and snore information. Allow access to this device's microphone so you can track how much you cough or snore during your scheduled bedtime. Allow access, and you can certainly do that. So there's a lot of things you can do in this bedtime mode. As we come down here, set up screen time reminders, but we can also, the flip to shush, if you take your phone and turn it with the face down, this will silence your phone while it's down. It'll be in the off position. Now, the heads up mode, this is interesting. I'm sure this has saved a lot of people from death. If you click on this, get reminders to stop using your device while you're walking. Use with caution. Heads up doesn't replace paying attention, but you'll get notified if you're using your phone and you're walking. So I'm sure this has saved a lot of people from walking into busy traffic. And of course, as we come down now into parental controls, I'm not going to go into that, but if your phone is being used by a child, you can certainly set up parental controls. This is where you'll find it. So I thought it would be interesting to go through this. There's a lot of information in here, and if you haven't explored the digital and well-being parental controls in your phone, have a look at it. It's you might find some interesting things to do. All right, let's have a look at the emergency alerts on your Android phone. So we're going to come down and let's go to settings. And we'll come down here, way down to safety and emergency settings. Let's click this and let's come up to the top one, medical information. We'll click this, and again, you can add your date of birth, blood type, height, weight, and more information. And the important thing about this is, first of all, is let's change the settings here. You can either have it show when your phone is locked, or you can set it for more private settings. In the emergency access information, you can have your medical information available to first responders even though your phone is locked. And this is the setting that you would toggle at. So we can turn this on, show when it's locked. The other thing is shared during an emergency. Now you have to set this up in the area that you're in. This information, if emergency location service is supported in your region, when you call or text an emergency number, your device will automatically send your emergency information to emergency responders. So in that situation, it's going to send, again, all that information that you've put in. If you come back here, all the information, including in the More section, you can put allergies, pregnancy status, medication, list all your medication, medical notes, whether you're an organ donor or not. You can put all that information, and that information is all going to be sent if you dial a 911 call and need an emergency, and they come and your phone is even if it's locked, it'll be on the screen, but they'll have that information before they arrive. All right, emergency contacts. These are my emergency contacts. As the emergency calls go through, they will be notified as well. Emergency SOS. You can get fast emergency SOS. Press the power button quickly 5 times or more in an emergency. It will dial 911 for you. Car crash detection. When this is on, of course, pixel vibrate sound alarm. So car crash detection is on, and you can indeed, if you are in a car crash, your phone will detect that, and it will automatically send information to 911. Emergency sharing will also share your location with your emergency contacts. You can go through this and set this up. I think this is a really excellent area. There's a lot to do in this area. You can certainly work on that. Emergency location services. If the supplemental emergency location service is supported in your region, when you call or text an emergency number, your device may automatically send its location and other critical information to emergency responders. Earthquake alerts. Unknown tracker alert is on. You may not know this, but there are people out there that may have put some trackers on you or in your luggage or in your purse, and this will alert you if anybody has put an unknown tracker on your body. So you can scan that. If we will scan that now, you'll see I'm scanning it, and it's checking for any unknown trackers that might be on my physical person, and again, no trackers detected, which is good news. But that's something that you can use, and I would encourage you, if you are traveling around, that you occasionally do that. Silence notifications while driving, I have that turned on. Emergency wireless notifications. I have mine set for child abduction emergency bulletins, so I get the Amber alerts. So those are your safety and emergency notifications that you should be familiar with. Have a look at this area of your phone. I think this is a real important thing to set up, particularly if you're doing traveling in your automobile, and also for people who have health problems and are on medication and certainly need their information sent to emergency services. So this is a great area you need to concentrate on and make sure it's completed. So the last thing I want to talk today about is the Google Health Connect. You've probably never heard of this, and in fact, it should be in the Android operating system now. But of course, we are in Android 15, and I checked on my Pixel 8 Pro and my 9A, and it's still not there. So you will have to download the Health Connect app from the Play Store. Now, when you go to do this, you'll see that there's 500 million people that have downloaded this app. So it is a popular app, but the app actually doesn't do anything. So it's a conduit that links other healthcare apps together. It takes the data that is being collected in one big, let's say, bucket, and allows that bucket to be shared. And I'll give you an example of this in a minute. The most common one that you probably would have is the Fitbit app on your phone. So Fitbit, of course, measures steps, right? So you want to know how much as you're walking along, how many steps you've done today. But suppose you're walking on a treadmill, and the treadmill, of course, is counting steps as well. As you're going along, it's recording what you're doing. Well, Health Connect would link those two apps with your treadmill app and your Fitbit app and merge the data. So your Fitbit app might have the accumulated steps of your walking and your treadmill for that day. And this can extrapolate out into many different areas. And I'm going to go over some of these now with you. So there are a lot of other devices collecting medical data that store it on your phone. So Health Connect allows the developers of these apps to connect all of the information into one location. So when you go here and you see the app, you just simply download it and install it on your phone. It will find the other apps that would connect with it and share the information. And that is dependent on how the developers wrote the other healthcare apps. And we'll go over now all the apps that will connect together through the Google Health Connect. Now, this data is only stored on your phone, so you don't have to be worried about it being sent somewhere or privacy issues. Let's have a look at all the apps that this connects with. So we have the fitness and workout apps, Samsung Health, MyFitnessPal, Stravia, Peloton, JetFit, and Sweat. Nutrition apps, MyFitnessPal, LifeSum, and Chronometer. Sleep and wellness apps, Sleep on Android, Aura, Hoop, and Mediopia, Calm, and Headspace. For women's health, Clue and Flow, Drip, and Simple. So there are over 50 different types of data that can be shared. And this is just a list of some of the data that can be shared between apps. So yes, Google Health Connect is important, and it is, as if you're using any of these apps, it will help share the data between them. Well, I'm Ron Brown with Tech for Senior, using your mobile device for better health, a 5-part series. You've just seen part 1. Now, if you do that, like and subscribe, I'll send you a personal notification when each of the next 4 videos come out. So until we see you again, have a great day. Bye now.